A few years ago for the Trilogy Challenge, Westside Discs released the Sampo. Let's take a look at it now. So first off, I'm not really sure if it's Sampo or Sampo. I think I'm gonna go with Sampo, but I might say Sampo a couple times, so just bear with me there. For the feel, the Sampo is a 10-speed driver from Westside Discs, so it does have a little bit of a wider rim than most of their fairway drivers, while still being narrower than their distance drivers. It's about the same width as like the Boatman, but it's not quite as deep. It feels about the same depth as an Audi, but it just doesn't provide quite the same flight. It definitely has a much straighter flight than the Audi, which pretty much every disc has a little bit of a straighter flight than an Audi. For the plastic, my Sampo here is in the VIP plastic, and discs in the VIP plastic tend to be, I said plastic because I'm saying Sampo so much. Discs in the VIP plastic tend to be a little bit more overstable and very durable. They're a little bit more overstable compared to the same disc in like the tournament plastic. So for the flight numbers on the Sampo, it's a speed 10, a glide 4, a turn -1, and a fade of 2. Now the numbers on this one actually haven't been updated since they revised their numbers last time, but I think those new flight numbers are much more representative of the flight of the Sampo here. I really like the Sampo on a hyzer flip. I could throw it with a little bit of a hyzer and I could get it to work to the right. It would have that -1 turn, or it would move to the right, but it still had the fade to where it wasn't gonna finish over to the right. It was gonna sort of pan out. Now, if I really torqued on this disc flat, I could get an anhyzer flight out of it, but I think if I'd have given it a little bit more air, it would have been able to finish straight or just not to the right. It would have been able to maybe come back to the left at the end. I really like the Sampo on a little bit more of a hyzer. Here I had a right to left wind and I threw the Sampo fairly hard on a pretty good amount of hyzer, and you can see it flipped up to flat and it just flew very, very straight, and it still had that left finish at the very end. This is actually a really far shot out of a 10-speed driver, and I don't generally reach for 10-speed drivers for those super long shots. What I really did like the Sampo on is a forehand. Because it is a flat top and it feels similar to the Audi, if I was going for a forehand hyzer flip, I would definitely reach for the Sampo. I could start it on a hyzer and I didn't have to throw it too hard. It was very easy to get it to flip up to flat and still get that nice straight flight while only getting just a gentle finish to the right. I would really like this disc if I were playing in the woods more and I could trust it to hit those dead straight gaps that have the right finish pretty far down there. I generally got this one out to around 300 feet on my forehand, which is pretty decent for me out of a 10-speed driver. And on my backhand, I was reaching right around 350, except for that one shot that went like over 400 feet. That was a smash for sure. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a very straight backhand driver with still having a little bit of fade, or if a Boatman is just a little bit too stable for you, you want something that's gonna fly just a little bit straighter than that, I would definitely recommend checking out the Sampo. So that's what I think about the Sampo. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you've thrown one. Let me know if you played in the Trilogy Challenge when the Sampo came out. And I'm actually gonna give away this, how heavy is it? 174 gram VIP Sampo to my favorite comment down below. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more content here from Westside Discs, and I'll see you next time.